Good afternoon, everybody. I'll just set this up real quick. Welcome. Welcome to my Exercise, Sport, and Science 1 Assessment Literacy Project with EDMA 622. This is an Ignite talk all about my class, Exercise, Sport, and Science 1 here at Roosevelt High School and its assessments. This class is a class where students are participating in physical education. And it's different and unique because they are performing some days an activity in the gymnasium or outside, and other days they're performing health and wellness activities or learning about their health and wellness inside the classroom. We talk about keys to success in this class. Is a big piece is participation. How do students participate in this class? They earn 15 points per day when they're physically active in class. Otherwise, they earn their points through different assessments and assignments in the classroom portion. Big piece of our class is communication. We want kids to understand the importance of communication. Communicate about assessments, communicate about assignments, communicate about what things they're learning and not learning. We want them to be able to reflect on their learning. We have 5 standards. These are 3 of them. We talk about demonstrating an understanding of motor skills and movement. We talk about how we want them to apply their knowledge to motor skills and movement. And the other big piece is, the third one is the fitness knowledge. We want to provide them fitness knowledge. Standards 4 and 5, we want to talk about how they understand their personal responsibility, and we want them to recognize the importance of lifelong physical activity. It's a big important piece of taking away life lessons from this class. Day in the life of the classroom, piece of exercise. We take attendance on a daily basis. We provide a question of the day. Question of the day stimulates their learning, gets them to start thinking about what the lesson is going to be about. Then we perform the lesson. Then we have some sort of an assessment or finish where they check in with them, subjective or objective, and they have work time. Day in the life class in the gymnasium, we give the students a time to change. We provide attendance. We do a warm-up, which is a dynamic stretch where we're observing there. We perform the activity, again, observing as much as possible, and that's where we perform a lot of our assessment. But when it's time for fitness testing, we like to introduce our PACER test, and this is a test that requires them to do a pre-test and post-test to show their improvement throughout the trimester. It's a running test that measures their aerobic capacity and their endurance throughout the class, which they're working to develop. A curl-up test is another portion of our fitness testing where students are working to improve their muscles in their back and their stomach, and again, a pre-test and a post-test to show improvement throughout the trimester that they've gained strength in their core. The fitness test, assignment test for push-ups, we're looking to improve their core strength as well in their chest and arms. Again, a pre-test and a post-test so they can show their improvement. We also do check-ins throughout the trimester as well. A big one of our fitness components is called flexibility. It's one of the 5 fitness components, but we want them to improve their flexibility, so we do what's called SOYO, stretch on your own, a lot of times to improve flexibility within the body so they can show from the pre-test to the post-test some improvement of their score. Big portion of our class is participation. How do kids participate? Are they staying actively moving? Are they skipping out on warm-ups? Are they performing in groups together correctly? Are they in the classroom or in the gymnasium or wherever it's at? We want them to understand how important participation as a group is. Again, back to the question of the day, we perform questions of the day based on their knowledge and to prepare them for that lesson. So we provide questions like, what is your fitness level like? And that lesson is based on fitness. So it's important that they start to answer and reflect on those questions of the day every day. We perform other classroom assessments where kids are required to do worksheets, either online or pencil and paper. I'm old school, I do pencil and paper, but it's one of those things, it's important for kids to gauge their assessment on worksheets. We do personal health assessments where they measure their own health, and decision-making assessments. For classroom assessments, we continue with group project assessments in their pods. We also do a health triangle so they understand the balance of their health triangle of social, emotional, and physical. And then we do a nutrition brochure as well to gauge their assessment within physical education. At the end of units within the class or within the gymnasium, we do a lot of activity quizzes where we either do skills quizzes or skills checklists, but we also check in with football, soccer, spike ball, volleyball, basketball, floor hockey for this class specifically, where they measure their knowledge based on little small quizzes and assessments. We cover topics in this class such as fitness, nutrition, we do mindset, we do sleep, we do a health triangle, which I've already talked about, we do decision making, we do goal setting, and we do sleep because kids at the high school level need to understand the importance of sleep. The big one of taking all these classes or all these topics and bringing them all together, we perform a final exam which encompasses the whole trimester, and they provide their knowledge in that assessment based on what they've learned from the whole class. So again, previous knowledge to post knowledge. It's a big piece. Our keys to success in this class, we talked about communication, but we also understand respect. The big one is participation in class, and they're completing all assessments correctly, either way you look at it. We want them to be successful in all ways, but communication is the biggest piece of success.